for you and bring the food to your table. I was shocked. I was so shocked. I was like, wow, I love you guys. I'm such a sucker when it comes to people feeding me. I'm like, wow, I think I love you. She's like, oh, okay. So I went to my table. I was like, oh, I'm so glad. But I brought my own sandwiches. I had like 3 sandwiches. I bought a bunch of snack. But I was thoroughly um shocked and was so softened by the fact that whatever they did to give food to every vendor. I thought that was so thoughtful and kind of them. They didn't have to. The cost of the table really was just like average table price. They didn't have to go above and beyond to like take care of any of the vendors if they didn't want to because they also rented out the place. But the fact that they did, I was just so moved. And then the plus part of this, okay? The plus part of this is that they printed everyone's badges, like hard plastic badges of everyone's QR code and their icon from their profiles. I was like, no conventions ever did that for any artists or any vendors ever. I've never gotten a badge that has my freaking icon on my badge before. It's always just like a stupid sticker. Like they print 1,000 badges or whatever, right? And then they put one of those like label stickers of your name on it. That's it. That's the best I've ever gotten from conventions that I paid thousands of dollars for. You see, I'm just like I'm like, oh wow, I'm moved. And then because it's my first time there, of course it's like both etiquette to befriend your neighbors. So I was like, I said hi to my neighbor. I was like, hi, I'll be your neighbor for the weekend, and he was super nice. We became friends. I think his name, not his name. His I know his name is Edward. His what is it? Let's look. I think it was Dragon Row. I think. God, I'm gonna look it up. Yeah, I gotta switch my profile on. Instagram does this weird thing where I can't log into I can't log into my IG unless I log in through Facebook first, which is weird. Do you want me to bring you pizza? See, the thing is, I can't eat specific food at cons because if it dirties my hand, it becomes an issue because then I had to leave my table to clean my hand. And that's like all the things I have to consider, and things that maybe other artists or vendors have to consider too, especially at a card convention. You know, pizza is greasy. I can't just eat pizza unless you have like my friend eats pizza and oh, it makes sense with wings with like those rubber gloves or like those clear plastic gloves. I don't even know how to explain them. And then I thought, but it is very clever. After she eats the food and then she just removes the glove and throw them wet wipes. Stop eating me. I will probably have eaten though. That's the thing. With smear potential, yeah. I'm really anal about it because my hands are greasy all the time because I'm oily and I get really embarrassed by it. Either they're like super dry or they're super greasy. There's no in between. But yeah, I'm sad I didn't get to see you because I legit waited. I was slowly packing and I was like, oh, I guess I'm not gonna see Haru. Did not see you, so I left. I went to go get food because I was about to faint. What the heck? My gosh, the two-way login system. See. Like a fun. Oh, okay. I found him. I'm gonna post it on chat. So this is the person that I was next to. I got some cards from them. Saturn will probably know. I got the I got another gold card. V-Star, I think was it Pokia? V-Star Pokia? A gold car. I think I can show my art tablet here. Okay. Da 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 da. Oh. Dun. Let's see if I can make it smaller so that yeah. I got this card. They sold it to me for a good price. I showed them I have two Giratina. I should sell one. But I have two Giratina. Fuck yeah. I need to spin big. Oh my gosh. Okay, so another good thing about this car show is that a lot of the vendors price their stuff really fairly. I actually walked around and checked a lot of vendors stuff, and all of their stuff are pretty fair. And guess what? Guess what I got? I'll show you what I got. Here. VMAX, I think? Was it VMAX? Oh, I got this one. Oh, so I robbed this kid. I'm just kidding. I got this kid. Nah, I didn't get this kid. No, this is not. Oh my god, I'm jumbling up my words. My dyslexia is going crazy. Before, okay, so this is on Sunday, and I was heading out since I had to like, no, don't clip. So I was heading out, and then I saw this card, and this kid priced it at $61. $61 is almost MSRP at this point for this card because it is what is listed around TCG. TCG has it's about $62. I think on price check chart it's 50 ungraded $53. Last sold was around wait. It is pretty last sold was like 136. PSA 10? Wait, is it this one? That was it? I could have gotten a PSA 10 for this? That's crazy. That's crazy. But anyways, $61 is pretty fair because it was a really clean card. It was like I would say it would grade a 10. Yeah, I would say it would grade a 10. So he was selling it for $61. So I was like, would you do $50? And this little kid, I'm assuming he's like, he looks like he's 14 or 15, you know? But he didn't have a table there. So he was kind of suspicious. I was like, why are you here? And then, but I was leaving. So I actually packed up early on Sunday because I wasn't feeling too well. I wasn't feeling too hot. My exhaustion was catching up to me. So this kid was like putting out his cards on a table that I think a vendor already left, and he was just selling his cards there with his backpack. It's so suspicious. But I was like, would you do 50? And he was like, I would do 61. I'm like, would you do 55? He was like, how about 58, 60 when we do a coin flip? And I'm like, oh, you don't understand. I'm the goddess of coin flip. I was like, yeah, let's do it. So he's like, all right. And then he did a coin flip with me. I am like my intuition, my feminine dragon goddess intuition just knew. I was like heads. And then the coin flipped heads for me. The kid is like, dang it. He's like, I lost twice today. I'm like, ah. So, and then we shook on it, so it was all good. $58 for the card. I robbed him, and then I left con. It was a good deal. It was a good deal because I think I checked on TCG prices. It was what was it? It was pretty expensive. Let me check, double check. TCG player cart. Sylveon VMAX. Yeah. If you look on TCG Player, it's about $62 for lightly played, and most recently, sold is 50, but it's still sold as lightly played. This thing was pretty mint. You hustled him. He didn't know. He was like, man, lady. He looked at me and like, oh, this old lady got me. I'm like, yeah, you young whippersnappers. You didn't think a old lady like me could swindle you. He got swindled. It's okay. Oh, Crown is here. Wow. Yeah, Marcus. That's not true. That's not true. What was it? There was another card I got. I don't remember. Oh, I also got this card, but this card was was a baby. Hang on, let me think. It was Esper Radiant Collection. Esper. Oh. I guess I shouldn't look it up here. It wouldn't make sense. Hang on. Let me look. Play some music. Playlist stopped. How goes it? Oh dang, you missed the whole thing. I was giving me I was giving my anime expo lore, or like my 10 years of different convention lore. How this is literally the best con that I've ever been treated. I feel so babied. And then I would say every 2 hours or so, the exhibitors hosts came around and checked on everybody, and everybody, it felt like a home party. I don't know if that's like the best way to describe it, but it felt like home. It felt pretty nice. Everyone was super genuine, at least from what I've seen. Oh my gosh, speaking of genuine, I did not know how cutthroat car shows could be, and this is not from the vendor side. This is legit just from the people who are buying cars. There was this one guy, and it didn't happen to me, but I witnessed it. Like, I was literally cleaning or like fixing up my setup, which I do about almost like every 20 minutes because people leave my binder flipped in a certain way, and I like to be organized. But anyways, so the vendor that I posted as my neighbor, he was doing a deal, and I don't know what card they were trying to sell, but this one guy, he's like typical smelly car guy looking dude, and with his like pro Second Amendment backpack. I swear to God, man, it was just like ugh. It was already giving me bad vibes, and then he was like, "How much you be selling this car?" to my neighbor, and then my neighbor was like, "Oh yeah, I'm just gonna make up a price because I don't remember the number," but he was like, "Oh yeah, it's like $82." He's like, "Come on, man, you gotta sell it to me for like $60. I know what you're up to, man. You're just trying to hype up the prices." I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "I'm about to punch this dude," and then I was like getting angry for my neighbor, but my neighbor was so chill. My neighbor is so chill, and he was like, "No, I think I priced it pretty fairly. If you checked out like TCG Player, like last sold was like $82, 83 seems pretty like fair." And he's like, "Nah, man, you're fucking with me, blah blah blah." Like, he dropped the F-bomb, and I was like, "I'm about to kindly ask you to get the fuck out there." But it wasn't my table, and then he was like, "Oh man, this nah." I was like, he's like, "Nah, if you're not gonna cut me a deal, I don't want it." And he walked away, and I was like, I looked at my neighbor. I was like, "Ed, I'm glad you didn't sell it to him, because man, that car would have been so sad if you sold it to him." I was like, good riddance, fuck you." And I was like, man, people like that exist. It was the first time experiencing that kind of hostility for cards. Okay, like I was like, for cards, about all things. Call me now, Crease's card. I was like, he knew he would not come to my table. Like, he legit saw my table and just did a whole 180. And like, when the